Okay, good afternoon. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Watching MSNBC. Abby Melber, I think his name. He was speaking about white supremacy, and he was speaking about a particular caveat someone made on Fox News. I don't even remember. I don't follow that crap. I can't. In which they said that white supremacy doesn't exist, a hoax like the Russian stuff was. First of all, looking at all that stuff. We've seen that Trump multiple times would not cooperate. He put in an attorney general just to protect himself. Looking at the Mueller stuff, the only thing I seen was basically we can't convict him. I did not look at the Mueller testimony and report and say, oh, well, he's scot-free. And this is another example of class, because when we get out here, when you get charged with something but you're not convicted, people still see it. They just see it like you didn't get convicted. You know, it's another example of how rich white men don't live in the same world the rest of us do. It's not real. They live in a world, I guess, the way things should be. Is that the way to put it? But I just know it ain't the same world I live in. The world I live in, you get charged with something. Everybody, especially when it's something to, everybody believes you done it. Okay, especially when you do things to obstruct the investigation. This is, you're trying to cover up. Come on. Now, white supremacy being a hoax is a joke. And I'm not even going to spend a lot of time trying to prove it to you, because I don't have to. Look at all these mass shootings and go and look back at the things they said. I don't have to get into that with you. So, this is another example of red meat being fed to people who are probably in Trump's base to make them feel better. It's kind of like that guy, that Greek guy, Milo. Yeah, I'm just calling Milo, the gay guy Milo. His stick was, well, I'm gay, but white guys, conservatives, you're not doing anything to hurt me. It reminds me of that guy they had in Indiana who was a homosexual but did a whole lot of stuff to go against gay marriage and make it hard for gay marriage, and then he gets caught at Coachella with a man sticking his hand down his pants. You see my point I'm trying to make to you? It's bullshit. But it's to his base. It's to a bunch of I guess that was his little gimmick. Was it, dude? I guess that's their little gimmick now, is to play up to conservatives that they're not really being hurt. And, I look at it and I say to myself, yeah, because you're not the average gay guy either. You're not. Let's be honest. You're not the average gay guy. I think about that black gay guy they have on the Proud Boys. I'm not going to say all gay guys are like this, because it's not true and it's not right to say it. But you have gay guys that have been, in that guy's case, been beat up or whatever their whole life. And so they're like, fuck it. I'm doing what I can to hurt black people. I'm, probably been beat up by black men. And he gets around white guys and they're like, shit, you can be gay. I don't care. Just don't try it on me. And so he's accepted. You understand? Because for him, he was never truly accepted as a black man. And because of that, it's almost like he was like abused in a way. He probably was beat up by black people. I wouldn't be surprised if you look back and some black guys caught him somewhere on the stairwell and beat the fuck out of him. And from that day forward, he's always had it in his mind that, he kind of like wanted payback. This is aloe vera, by the way. I'm putting aloe vera on my face, in case you're wondering. He won payback. And so his payback is to go along with the oppressor to oppress black and brown people. I'll get you. I can't physically get you. I'm not physically strong enough, but I can get in with people. And even if I could beat you up, why do that? Well, I can do what the white man says, and I can hurt you way worse, because I'm hurting your descendants. Don't you see? I'm hurting your children. It's kind of like people that become police officers to get revenge on bullies and shit. Yeah. It's kind of like that. The same idea. I'm going to get my revenge, but not, like 10 minutes later or a week later. I'll get my revenge in, i.e., coming at you later on, coming at your children, finding you, giving you parking tickets when you're 3 feet from, you're less than 3 inches from the curb. That's the kind of shit, And even him, he had said something about gay marriage or something. They suspended him from the movement. So that guy he's a token. I mean, that's a clear token. I don't even got to explain that really to you. Like that gay Asian guy I told you about. He's probably been out there, got beat up by blacks, beat up by his own people. And white folks are like, well, shit, you can be gay. I don't care. White folks, I don't care. You're smart and you're educated. And so he's accepted. And so I'll get my payback. I'll go with the white guys. Not realizing that these conservatives don't like you either. They don't like you either. They don't like me, but they don't really, when they really get down to it, they don't like any non-white people. They'll use you. You understand? They'll use you. Like Kanye West. Mm-hmm. This is a black man that he's not playing the game. He's not a part of the social movement of all the black people. So we can use him. You understand? There goes my African American. Ain't that what Trump said? So, like I said before, these comments, they're not to... Most propaganda isn't designed to fool the critical thinker. It's designed to give moral cowards an easy way out. That and by a man... And I said this many times to you before. They can't allow people to really sit down and think about what's going on with these mass shootings. Because if you sit down and you think about it, you look at history, you're going to see it my way. Oh, yeah. You're going to see it my way. You're going to realize that nothing no white folks doing this, and nothing new about this. This is their culture. They've always done this, the gun culture. That's white people. Mm-hmm. Threatening folks with guns. That's what white folks have always been like this, man. Maybe not shooting up schools and stuff, but they've always engaged in mass shootings. I told you, look at Rosewood. They killed the whole town. Look at Tulsa and Black Wall Street. Look at the black concentration camps I was hearing about this morning they had down there in Mississippi. So white folks have always engaged in these type of mass murders. Nothing new there, baby. Nothing new. Come on, wake up. I will acknowledge that was to further white supremacy, whereas shooting up schools and things, that doesn't benefit white supremacy. Not that I can see it benefit. No, it's not. It hurts it because it proves to the whole world. It's kind of like when they beat up Dr. King and the rest of the people on the Selma Bridge. The Pettus Bridge. This stuff showed the whole world how brutal and animalistic these folks really can be. To beat up on innocent people who are simply protesting unjust laws. So, so I don't really think too hard about that. I'm not going to. I think that someone was going to eventually do that. Come out and say that white supremacy is it's not real. It's crazy. I mean, it's like saying that grass is not green, rocks are not hard, water is not wet, heavy objects don't fall to the center of the earth. I mean, it's just a completely abrogation of facts. And I'm not even going to tell you not to look at Fox News and people like that, because people to me, that's almost like children talking. Remember what I said before about how Candace Owens made those comments about Jews, and she was talking about Nazis, and she was talking about Hitler wasn't that bad because if he was only staying within his country, he wasn't that bad. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Stuff like that. And I knew she'd lose her stuff. I told you, I was scared for her. Because listen to her, I'm saying, you must not realize how powerful these Jews are. You must. It's like a little kid talking about, I'll fight the police. Yeah, you're going to get fucking killed. And they're going to get away with it. That's what's going to happen there. You're not going to do anything. You're going to be another victim on someone's wall somewhere of black men killed by police. But you're not going to achieve anything. Let's understand this. I knew that, And as I said to you before, same thing. I'm going back to what the guy said on Fox News. Trump has moved the goalposts in white supremacy. Bush was white supremacy. Obama was white supremacy in a different way. Obama was the velvet glove upon an iron fist. Trump is white supremacy with the lipstick wiped off. That's all he is. He's a return to this Cold War, militarism, aggression. That's all he is. He returned to what America always. Now, we didn't have these killings, but everything he says and does, we had presidents like this in the past. Nothing new there. Maybe not going out on Twitter and openly saying things, but you had this kind of American imperialism. It's nothing new about American imperialism. Now, like I said, with what he said, they got on Fox News. This is all about staying legitimate or staying within the bounds. Because Trump has moved the bounds. Trump, you had that guy Shine King come out and say that he didn't see no problem with white supremacy. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You can put a devil in a suit, he's still a devil. And he's been in there for 15, 20 years. Didn't surprise me he made those comments. I was hoping he'd be reelected. I hope he stays in there. Because it makes them look bad. And I know what he is. I know what he is. That weakens them. I love to see stuff like that. Because a lot of black people and Hispanics, they would love to be conservatives. But these guys, every time they try to, okay, I want to be a conservative. I want to be Republican Party. You have someone like that said, nigger, get the fuck out of here. Nigger, go to the back. See what I'm saying? And that's keeping black people and brown people in check and reminding them of what's really at stake here. So in my mind, I love it. I love it. As long as he's not doing anything to me or mine, I love to see that. Because we already knew this. My grandfather knew this. My grandparents knew this. My uncle knew this. We knew this, that they were like this. They felt this way about us. They don't respect you. They don't respect your ancestors. They don't respect the king. They've never respected you. And they're just now openly admitting how they really feel about us. So when I look at stories like this, I told you, it's just simply, it really more than anything, it's a sign of the times to say white supremacy is a hoax. The fuck? White man telling me white supremacy is a hoax? Get the fuck out of here. It really just shows you. It really just showed me that this is where we're at now, man. But it's like Candace Owens saying Hitler comments. He wasn't that bad. It sounds bad, but Candace Owens and this guy are just trying to stay on point. They're trying to stay within bounds. That's what it's all about, man. Trying to stay within bounds of the game. I mentioned it before. It's like having children. Anybody that had kids out there, and the kids hear their daddy say, shut up back there or something. Well, when the kids see that and the person gets quiet, oh shit, that's power. So they'll repeat it, or they'll repeat a curse word, whatever, because it has power. They don't understand that person got quiet out of respect, or it's that person's house, or even fear. This man will beat the fuck out of me, I better shut up. Them kids repeat it because they think that has power, and kids really want to imitate adults. Let's be honest. That's what they see as, I want to, a boy becomes a man, a girl becomes a woman for the most part. They're, binary. So, because that's normalized, they'll say it. Same thing with Candace Owens. She'll say those racist comments, or not really racist comments. They were really inappropriate comments, saying Hitler wasn't that bad. But it didn't surprise me. People want to just come out and jump on her. I think we have to once again go back, look at why would she think it's okay to say that. And the same thing with gentlemen on Fox News. Peace, y'all.